that you can think of. In fact, I would probably rank it as the worst version of FIFA. Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the Brom Gaming channel, and of course I'm going to give you my thoughts and reactions to the official FC26 trailer. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. We hear you. Well, hopefully, EA, you actually do hear us.
It's a beautiful day for football. I hope we see a great game, Stuart.
I didn't expect them to show
we
actual
see
gameplay.
the game today, Derek.
That's more like it. A perfect challenge.
More agility and interaction. Very nice. More pace. Very nice.
It's like he's got the ball on a string.
Every goal is the exact same. Full swim, goal. Full swim, goal.
I don't think he'll be blaming the goalkeeper this year.
I do like that.
Well, it looks like they've been hard at work on that, doesn't it?
I haven't seen that one before, or that one. Oh, finally a bit of physicality in this game. Oh, that's more like it.
What a goal. Get in.
I do like that. Wait, why did they hide the little tickets? Why did they...
Can they put it all together here? Big chance! And it's a penalty!
Very interesting.
Wait. Give people what they want. Give them Zlatan.
Yeah, give them Zlatan. Inspired by you. So just some of my thoughts on the FC26 reveal trailer, and off the bat, I do like what I've seen. They've added in gameplay, whereas the FC25 version of this, they had nothing. So it's good that they've added in gameplay, but it's also really nice that they're fronting up to a lot of the criticism that they've received over the past year. Because we all know that FC25 was one of the worst versions of FIFA or FC that you can think of. In fact, I would probably rank it as the worst version of FIFA I've ever played. In terms of the glitches, in terms of the base code not being correct. And that's one thing that I would hope that moving into FC26, EA have definitely changed. The base code of the game. Remove a lot of the bugs, remove a lot of the holes in it, and just give us a good football game. That's all I'm asking for. And it does look like they have improved the agility of the players, the speed of the players. Now, I wouldn't say the overall speed of the game needs to increase, the passing or just the player movements. In fact, I thought FC25 was too fast at times. I want to feel like I'm in control of the players, and with them improving the agility and the ability of those players, I think that would definitely go a long way in improving the overall game plan, or the overall gameplay, I should say. Because there were so many times, or there have been so many times in FC25, I'm going back to play that game shortly enough, but there have been so many times where I'm trying to break down a low block defense and I can't because my player miscontrols the ball, or I don't have that close control connectivity to the ball. Now, I'm not saying put the ball on a string, but make me as the player feel like my player in the game is actually in control. Make me feel like I can create that moment of magic, and FC25, it lacked that quite a bit, especially without sliders. I mean, this is the first year I've actually played with sliders in the game. Normally I'm like, EA know what they're doing, I'm not going to mess with that stuff, and I'm just going to play the game, and I'll adapt. I'm sorry, you can't really adapt. So there is a lot about this trailer that I am excited about. The various different shot types. The one shot that like angled into the corner was absolutely splendid, might I say. I do like how they've actually put in like, not this game again, and actual things that people have said. Now, I don't know if we've just, I've missed this. But that's the Bayern Munich Stadium. I missed that at first, but it looks like the Allianz Arena will be coming back to FC, or will be coming back to EA, so therefore FC26, which is really nice. It's been pretty shitty, if you ask me, where we play with certain teams, massive teams, and there aren't any of the rights, or there aren't any of the stadiums or the kits, and it's just so bad. Like, if you're playing a Serie A career mode, it's tough, bro. Make the gameplay faster. I wouldn't make the gameplay faster. No, make it more realistic. I would go to make it more realistic. So I love this. Competitive gameplay, I would assume that's more for if you're trying to play online, trying to be, trying to play with your friends possibly. Fair enough. But authentic gameplay, I do like that. And I think for FC25, they did implement something like that with the simulation sliders and then the classic sliders. But maybe there's more settings that you can now have or go into, possibly. Authentic gameplay is great. Now, like I mentioned, the agility part makes a lot of sense. We need to have these players moving correctly. And I do like that you see Mbappe running back on side, then running in behind, and that's exactly what he tends to do all the time. So just going back to this, it does appear that they have made dribbling a lot more fluid, which is fantastic, and the ability for the player to move in between various defenders and look to try and break down various defensive blocks, it makes a lot of sense. I love the fact that they have added in the player raging. It's fantastic. But improving the goalkeepers, major plus, major plus, because there have been times where I'm like, oh Nana, what are you doing? Oh wait, sorry, that's real life. But even in FC, there have been times where I feel like the goalkeeper animations have been very, very limited. So improving that would be fantastic. Improving the deflections and all that good stuff makes a lot of sense. Now, they have said here that they have improved the passing, because people have been complaining that the passing feels sluggish, which I don't think is fully correct. In fact, for my sliders, I have the passing slightly less because I don't want it to be so quick. Because passing isn't normally that quick. But again, if you're trying to have a more arcadey type game, it makes a lot of sense. But if you're looking for more realism, I'd probably have it a little bit slower. So, yeah. But regardless, maybe they have addressed something like that, and we will have to soon enough see. Obviously, this is just a bunch of skill moves, and it looks quite nice. It looks very tasty. All that good stuff. Great finish, by the way. Off the ball shielding. Now, I'm pretty sure you got this in FC25. Is this a new feature? Am I just unaware? But I'm pretty sure that you did have this more or less exact thing in FC25. Maybe they've improved it, I guess. Maybe there's more physicality involved, who knows. Smarter goalkeepers make sense. Low driven power shots. Now, they did bring this halfway through FC25, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to have a better button configuration of it. Not just a, well, tap circle and he'll give it enough power to drive it low and hard. I don't want that. Back in FIFA, what was it, FIFA 17? You could power shot, low drive, whatever. You could hit the ball low and hard by double tapping circle. You could power it up with your first tap, and then you could tap it again just as he was about to hit it to make sure that it goes low and hard. Now, I'm not saying do that, because obviously if you have time finishing on, that's time finishing, but maybe have the ability to hold down L2 and L1 and you push circle, and then the player will then react and shoot low and hard. I want to be able to do that. I want more shot variations. I want more passing variations. These are the areas that I think that the company EA can definitely improve in. And of course, the gameplay, like I mentioned in the beginning of this, the base code needs to improve along with the tactics. Please, please, please improve the tactics. This shot right here is exactly what I want to see more of. And I don't want it to be just a part of this trailer, because I'll come back to this trailer in 5 or 6 months time and I'll say, I cannot do these things. I promise you I will. And I'll criticize EA because I'm normally the type of player who just gets on with the game. I enjoy the game for what it is and so on. But I found myself this year criticizing the stuffing out of EA because it's just been such a terrible game. So I really do hope that FC26 is better. And by the looks of some of these things, which I don't get why Liverpool's kit has been blurred. Do we not know what Liverpool's kit looks like? What? But just judging by the gameplay, I do like what I'm seeing, but we'll see on the 20th of September or the 26th of September, whenever the game comes out, we'll see then how it actually pans out, because of course, no doubt there will be several updates within the first month because the players don't like the gameplay, or something's wrong, or there's a bug, or there's a glitch. Yeah, I must say, I would like to see fewer of those sort of issues. I would like to see all the kits in the game. I would like to have the sponsors on all the kits, whether it's gambling or not. Give me the option to choose if I want to see the gambling or not. That would be great. Now, they have also included Zlatan, and of course, he will be one of the star athletes or cover athletes. I know he's retired and everything, but he will be one of those players for the Ultimate Edition or whatever it is. Now, this is just me and my opinion, but EA went into a lot of detail of adding in player career modes. You can play as David Beckham, Zidane, so on and so on and so on, which is great. But I couldn't give a damn about that. I play career mode, I mess around with tactics. Help me, right? That's what I care about, me, and a lot of us care about themselves too. Improve the career mode, make it more in depth, give us the ability to be the under 18s coach or the under 21s coach of the particular team that we're controlling. Allow us to do more with the youth academy, allow us to do more with the training possibly. Make us not have to play all the training. I know you can put that off, but it's these small things that I want to see more of. But adding in Zlatan is great. Of course, he will be a big feature to the new game, and adding more, you know, legends, icons of the game into it would obviously be better. Now, I do have certain concerns, such as various teams not being in the new iteration of FC. Of course, there was some sort of rumors saying that, you know, Juventus might be out and it might go back to Piemonte Calcio, which would just be so bad. EA make a lot of money from us every year, billions. What do you mean you can't have the rights to the various teams? And I also understand that sometimes teams sign over their image rights and stuff to PES. I get that. But what do you mean you can't try and get it as close to as possible? Or what do you mean we can't have extra leagues or more leagues in FC? Don't let me only play with Flamengo in the kickoff section if I have to go to the Copa Libertadores section of it. That's how I can play with Flamengo or Fluminense or whoever from Brazil or Argentina. I want to be able to play in just a normal kickoff game with those teams. Get the rights, get the access to them. I think EA just needs to focus on giving us a great FC 26. And I'm talking base gameplay. Make sure that you've executed that as a 10 out of 10. Don't worry about adding in Zidane or adding in Xavi or adding in this or that or whatever. Just worry about giving us a good game. One that is palatable to the everyday user or the fans over the last few years. Because I'm not going to lie, there's been so many times where I've been playing FC or I've been making tactics videos and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I don't like the game. And some of you could point and say, well, that's your fault, and I get that, but I make content on it, so here we are. Just give us a good game. Improve the gameplay. Allow me to think I am playing as Manchester United right now and I'm enjoying myself. That's all I ask for. And then after that, if you got that correct, then worry about doing these other weird things. That's how I feel. And I'd also say after that, if you don't mind, EA, if you are listening and watching, please don't forget to like. EA, if you are watching, allow us to change kits. Please. Give us more variations to the kits. There's been so many times where you'll watch a game and you'll see Manchester United playing, and they're playing with red shirts, black shorts, white socks, and you're like, wow! But in EA, you can only play with red shirts, white shorts, and black socks. What is this? Give me that variation that I can then select and change, and it just adds more depth to the game. It engrosses you more in the career mode and stuff like that. And that's just off the top of my head. I haven't really thought properly about the various things that I would really want to see in FC 26, but I've given you a few ideas, I hope. I really do hope. And I would like to know some of your guys' thoughts and opinions on FC 26 and the potential that it might have or might not have. Who knows? Is it going to be a good game? Is it not? I don't know. But I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Anyways, I hope you have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace.